Guide to the graphic. Here we have a presentation of the brain and all its lobes. In red we have the frontal lobe. In aqua green we have the parietal lobe. In dark blue we have the occipital lobe. In yellow we have the temporal lobe. And in purple we have the brainstem. Ideational apraxia. Ideational apraxia is the inability to carry out activities automatically or on command because the patient no longer understands the concept of the act. The mental process for conceptual sequencing that allows one to relate the symbolisms of object names and visual imagery to a related motor performance is lost. Frequently, complex acts cannot be performed, whereas simple, isolated acts or parts of acts remain. In responding to a command, the more hypothetical the request, the more difficulty the patient has. He cannot pretend to perform an act or describe the function of an object. For example, if given a cigarette and a match and told to light the cigarette, the patient may put the match in his mouth or put the unlighted match to the cigarette. He also cannot describe the match's function. Infrequently, the ideational or conceptual objective of a motor performance is lost while the motor performance remains intact because the motor sequence belongs to the intact hemisphere, whereas the ideational sequence is found in the damaged hemisphere. Denny-Brown refers to the syndrome as adextrous apraxia. For example, a left-handed man has learned to write with his right hand. After a right-sided brain lesion, he is unable to conceptualize and form an intelligible word. However, he retains the skill to form written letters with his right hand. Lesion site: parietal lobe of dominant hemisphere, or diffuse brain damage as seen in the following of atherosclerosis. And that's ideational apraxia.